What's the song from Waiting to Exhale? Somebody sing it right now. I sacrifice, yeah. And you can leave me at the drop of a dime. Swallow my pride, yes, to by your side. I should have let your ass 1,000 times. Need to let it out. I saw the fire and Angela Bassett throwing the in the car. You just had to experience that, okay? Today we talking fuckboys. You already know, fuckboy is like such a popular word right now. It's everywhere. So I was like, we gotta make a video and deconstruct this whole fuckboy thing. What is a fuckboy? According to the Word Bible, aka Urban Dictionary, a fuckboy is a guy who will tell a girl anything to get them to hook up with them. A complete jerk who flirts with multiple girls at the same time and makes them all believe they're individually special. Well, that sounds familiar. If that's the case, I done definitely ran into some fuckboys. You know who you are. So you know what? I need some help. I can't do this by myself, okay, tribe? I got some dope women together and I wanted to hear from them because all of these women personally told me that they are skilled and versed in the fuckboy universe. So they are going to share their fuckboy experiences. They're going to tell me how they knew they were dating a fuckboy or involved with a fuckboy. They're going to tell me what red flags were there. And we are going to give you as much info as possible so that anybody watching this video can be 100% fuckboy free. You're welcome. Thank me later. Cash at me. No, seriously. No, don't do that. It's weird. Anyway, let's get to the video. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sheila Marie, and I'm here with the lovely Aisha Thalia.
Hi everybody, my name is Aisha Thalia and I'm an educator, and I've made it my life's mission to educate women about how to spot a narcissist.
I got my girl Fancy Patrice in the building. What's up?
Hi guys, I'm Fancy Patrice. I'm a millennial podcaster and I have 20/20 vision when it comes to spotting a fuckboy.
And we are talking real talk, how to spot a fuckboy. Now, before I continue, I want to say that the purpose of this video and every video that I do is always to promote healing and further understanding so that we move past it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think fuckboy culture is so prominent right now.
You a fuck nigga who thinks he's a good dude.
Sometimes toxicity and abuse, we see it so much that it becomes normalized. And just because something is normalized does not mean it's okay or it's healthy. So the first thing I want to get from you, Aisha, fuckboy, is it a noun, a verb, everything?
I think it's a noun.
How do we define a fuckboy?
I would definitely say a man who's willing to play games, a man who is dismissive of a person's feelings, somebody who is absolutely okay with it always being their own way, and also someone who manipulates. Fuckboy can be a little bit more insidious. I think it can be somebody that you might think, wow, this is a nice guy at first, and then you're like, no.
So I was pretty young, college age, so 19 when this relationship really started, and this man was foreign.
He was foreign?
He was foreign.
Ooh.
And we just really built a friendship, and he was just all about me. He adored me. So I think with me figuring out who I was, and he was just so confident and he let me grow up, and I thought we were going together.
Love bombing is a tool that a lot of narcissists use to trap their victims, and love bombing is something that feels really, really good. So it's not a sign that's like a red flag that you're like, oh, but healthy adults take time to get to know one another. Healthy adults actually will take time to get to know the things you like, the things you dislike. An unhealthy adult will take everything that you like and they almost become that person. So if you say you're into animals, they're into animals. You say you're vegan, they want to be vegan. You say you have a master's in education, they have a master's in something. That the love bombing is they mirror you so that you drop your guard, and then you feel very, very comfortable with them, because who isn't comfortable with themselves? Usually if you find somebody who's like you, you're like, oh, this is magnificent.
Yeah.
So love bombing is something where they not only mirror you to drop your guard, but then they tell you you're my soulmate, you know, you're the person I've been waiting for.
So you guys are living together. Are you in college or out of college?
I had just graduated.
You just graduated. So it's your apartment in your name, and you're paying 100% of the bills or majority?
100% of the bills.
100%
He had
of the
no
bills.
job.
Okay. And so you would go to work, and what would he do during that time?
Good question.
Inquiring minds would like to know. If you're watching, let us know what you was doing all f***ing day. So, we're just gonna abstract out of your story some of the red flags, some of the things that we look past. If we're talking fuckboys, we might even need to discuss terms that are broader, like narcissists or
Narcissists are everywhere.
They're charming.
Super
They're
charming.
likable. They can convince family and friends that they're lit. People who say, I was so shocked. I never expected it. I never saw it coming. I don't actually believe that. I believe that's a little bit of like active denial.
Yeah.
You always know something. It's an active thing of not paying attention to red flags. So, what was the moment where it switched to like, oh no, something is definitely off?
I lowered my standards.
Okay, so that's number one. Signs that he may be a fuckboy.
Right.
Number one. What did we just say?
Lower my standards.
Oh yeah. Number one, if he makes you lower your standards.
Right.
I'm gonna offer up a language shift. If you choose to lower your standards for somebody, he may or may not be a fuckboy. What did you say? You heard him in the room talking to somebody else on the phone?
Yes.
So he was on the phone, your phone in your house, talking to somebody else.
You tried it.
Well, look at that though.
I need a drink. I'm
You saw me.
After the love bombing, it's a slow, not a slow discard phase, but almost like a slow punishment phase where they're testing your boundaries to see how much is this person going to allow. They do it. The love bombing phase is what grabs you, and then they slowly do something, even if it's a lie or they get caught in something because they want to test your empathy.
Well, my phone was paid off, so I upgraded. So I had like an extra phone.
Oh, okay.
Just to give me a little. So I just gave him the phone. However, he was still on my mind.
taking the kindness for weakness.
Absolutely.
To me, these type of men prey on women who are genuinely sincere and caring. And a lot of these women are
Because they
looking
want that.
for a love, a certain love. Like, let's be honest, like attracts like. So if there's a situation where you feel like what you call a fuckboy is in your life, there's something within you that resonated with that. And so what hurts me, because I work with so many women, is to see women who are so damaged, but they just want love. They'll do anything, they'll believe you, they'll look past it. So with the love bombing and the mirroring that you were talking about, it's like that's where our job comes in, ladies. Our job is to actually examine if those things are true. Actually see if he follows through with his beliefs. If he breaks agreements with you over and over again, these are things to pay attention to.
I think that's a great point because I am kind and loving, but after this situation, I do think it changed me a little bit.
People who have just these huge hearts, like you feel deep and you hurt deep. So if you get hurt, you're gonna really build up a wall to defend yourself. Never want to get hurt like that again.
Right.
And sometimes the way this happens is another sign that he may or may not be a fuckboy is gaslighting.
Gaslighting is a tool that all unhealthy people use, but narcissists particularly use it because they'll say, I didn't say that when they said it, or they'll say, I didn't do that, or they'll create a situation. Let's just say they'll walk up to a girl and they'll flirt with a girl, or women can be narcissists too. They'll flirt with another man in front of her significant other's face just to get a reaction out of you, then to be like, oh, you're so insecure. Why are you so insecure? I would never, you're really making that up. Or if you get caught doing something, it's just because you have low self-esteem. It's because you didn't have a father. You know what, you're just feeling this way because it's postpartum and you're feeling depressed. And these are the things that you have to look out for, because gaslighting is literally creating a situation, falsifying all that information just to try to manipulate somebody into feeling crazy.
But he said there wasn't any letter. He said I was going out of my mind.
Not going out of your mind. You're slowly and systematically being driven out of your mind.
Why?
This is why I am such a huge fan of something like meditation. Because what I feel like meditation does is it heightens your sense of awareness and your intuition, and it gives you grounding that protects you, because you'll start to be like, you can trust yourself more. A lot of what they do is like offset your balance to trust yourself. So for example, in that conversation, let's say, what did you hear him saying in the room?
I've never heard the term, but that's exactly what happened. So by now he has a job. This young woman was on the phone. I'm assuming that he met her at his job. And she was like asking questions about him, and he went into the spare bedroom, closed the door, and said, oh, we just in a situationship. Just completely ignoring all the time we had spent together.
Did you confront him about that?
Absolutely.
And what was his response?
And he said, I didn't say that. What are you talking about?
Gaslighting.
It's just my friend.
Classic gaslighting. And the last thing that I want to really point out that can let you know if you might be dealing with a fuckboy is their relationships with others.
Yeah.
What do their relationship with others look like?
Yes, absolutely. And I think his background and his family relationship was just so toxic. You know, with his parents, I don't think there was a positive role model to really show him how to love.
During the love bombing phase, they will also devalue people in their past, and that is a big
Key
That is a
factor,
very big factor.
Major key.
Where it's like, this person was terrible, and they make themselves the victim. This person.
Look at their relationships
Yes.
with others.
And
If they have no
yeah.
positive relationships with their family, if they don't have any stable relationships with their friends that have any substance, if they have nothing but negative things and they just down everybody in their past, that's a major thing to look into is why.
And at the time, if you're not being careful, you look at it as, wow, they're elevating me, but you don't realize they're elevating you by downing other people.
So now, what was the turning point? What was the thing that made you say, I'm leaving?
Okay, well, the petty back and forth. It just got really, really nasty, and I feel like it was taking me out of character and also him. Should I go in detail?
Of course.
So at the final straw, I was done. So I went in the room and packed up all his shit.
Waiting to exhale.
Get your shit and get out!
Took it to his job and put it right by his car. And sat there and watched him get out and look at all his stuff. So liberating. I went back to the house. I had an apartment, which I should have thought this through. I should have got the locks changed prior to.
Throwing your shit out.
Yeah.
Next time.
There won't be a next time. So he came back, and he took all my clothes out my closet, threw them down the steps, which is all over the house, just really mad. He was embarrassed. And then he went outside and slashed my tire, which I did not know until I went to work the next morning. I heard
No, you ain't here to.
I had to call AAA.
You thought you was just on your way to work.
Just trying to go live my best life.
You was not living no life. What will you do differently next time?
Love bombing to me is a huge red flag now. It wasn't before because it felt so good, but I respect people who take the time to get to know you, and I would never rush a relationship or would be okay with anybody who was rushing on with me, and I would always be aware of signs of temper issues and things that would be like the boundary pushing, you know. That's a big sign.
Major.
So. I do feel like I have attracted some of the same type of men. And so that's why I said I'm not going to date. I'm going to put some time and energy into myself. So I have just been living my best life, traveling, journaling, meditating. That's why I look. I get up in the morning, I meditate, and I'm really figuring some things out about me. And I don't want to put that energy to attract them type of men.
Thank you so much for sharing your story and being so open and vulnerable. I know it's not easy to talk about this, especially with video or camera. Thank you, Aisha. Of course. Thank you for sharing your story. Shout out to Aisha, by the way. If you don't know who Aisha is, please look her up on Instagram at Aisha Thalia, and also her new company, Can't Break Me Box, because what she's doing is using her platform to provide spaces of healing for women. Oh, we gotta do the cheers. Where your glasses? Boom. Straight right there. Hi everybody. I gotta cheers to sharing our stories and moving beyond and no more fuckboys. That's right. Cheers from me and Aisha. I feel so rich. It's 10 a.m.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Thank you, Aisha. Listen, if you like the video, as always, please like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comment sections. But be nice, because y'all be going in. Let's get it.